Hey Virgo, this is an important month for you, so Virgo vibes are everywhere because there is a new moon partial solar eclipse in your sign on the 21st and a lunar eclipse in Pisces. I'm not just doing that noise for fun, which is your opposite sign, but it's also, for me, your more emotional side as a Virgo. Bit of chaos, maybe a blub, all kinds of emotional patterns being thrown, and then it kind of starts to come together towards the end of September. Woof. Okay, I'm going to take 3 cards. We're going to have a look at the overall energy for you. Oof, yes. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay. First card I get for you is the Empress. I like this because it's feminine energy, and I think Virgo is quite a feminine energy sign. I know you're an earth sign, but you're mutable. So it means that you can kind of move around. You've got some fluidity with your opposite sign in Pisces, which I also think you kind of dip in and out of. Let me know in the comments. Got coffee, by the way, which is helping me stay awake because there are workmen surrounding my home at the moment, digging up the roads. And one can't get a moment's peace, Virgo. So, anywho, the Empress. This is you sinking into yourself and managing to not overthink things. There's going to be a temptation to overthink. There's going to be a temptation to wonder when the next shoe is going to drop. You may already be feeling this as you're in September. Okay, we're in the early part of September. You may be feeling like you can't quite identify why you're feeling it, but there is a sense of insecurity in the air. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords, which is Venus and Aquarius. Some of you may be in a bit of a situation either with another person or at work or wherever it is for you, wherever it lands, where you're just feeling a bit anxious about whether somebody or something is revealing enough back to you. The 5 of Swords, Venus in Aquarius, is a card that comes up when you are in pursuit of something, and what you're in pursuit of is being a bit sort of ambivalent, and you're thinking, I know something's going on here, but I can't quite, the message isn't coming through. So I'm feeling the curiosity and I'm feeling the potential of something I need to know about, but I'm also feeling the absence of something to hang my hat on with whatever that is. But don't worry, Virgo, we will take care of that. We will dig in this reading. We're going to do a general reading first, then we go into the love reading, okay, after that. 10 of Wands. Oh dear. I got this before I even started your reading. Virgo collects and distributes stress, jobs, and services, and I feel like this is a month where, for everybody, but also especially for you and Pisces, the universe is looking at your mental load and saying some of that has got to go. It can either be voluntary or we'll take it. I would suggest that you do as much voluntary as you can. So in other words, that you let go of as much as you can let go of. If there is something that no matter what you do, you can't shake it, that's something you need to know more about. Okay, there will be some things that you can't let go of, but there will be others that you can and should let go of. Okay? What's standing in your way? What is standing in your way? By the way, I want to say hello to Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer, because Jennifer sent me an email because I've been a bit late with the Virgo reading this month, and just saying that she's a real fan and that she looks forward to the readings, and I just really, really appreciated that. So hi, Jennifer, just giving you a shout out for that. And here it is. Okay. Oof, I knew it was about this. Okay. Truth be told, what is holding you back is that you don't have the truth. Also, there is a mask here. Something or somebody is wearing a mask. I think it's somebody. Just saying. We've got the Owl of Wisdom, and that's always when you, I think it's an owl anyway, kind of looks a bit like a beaver, but I think it's an owl. With this clear window here, which is a very good symbol for truth be told, like I'm letting the truth out of my chest. It's solar plexus chakra when we think of the truth. So it's this bit here, around here, that's kind of, I need to get something off my chest. I would say you also need to get something off your chest. Someone needs to get something off their chest. You need to get something off yours too. You may be too afraid to say it. And again, the Pisces lunar eclipse may help you in that department. It's a lunar eclipse where you may kind of blurt something out. But equally, it's a lunar eclipse, and I think of it, and I don't know why I think of it this way, in terms of a shopping trolley, I know, that is in a river, and it's just been sat there, and then it rains a lot, and the river swells, and the shopping trolley breaks free and comes to the surface. I know, it's not the most glamorous metaphor or image or whatever that I've ever come up with, but there we are. Okay, so what's this about? What is the truth about? What do we need to know? Can you tell me, please? It may be linked to your love life, so in a minute we're doing some love and relationship cards, so it may come out in that one. There will also be an extended love reading, as there is every month, so if you get really into the love reading, there will be that extended for you, and the link will be below in the description box. Here's what it's about. We're not messing about. Okay, yes. Four of Pentacles, there is something somebody cannot put into words. Somebody is holding their feelings back. Now, if this is work, it could be that you have a situation where something is about to kind of blow and the lid is really being kept on really tight, but you are aware of it, because I'm getting a feeling of a dustbin. I know, you've got it all. You've got shopping trolleys, you've got dustbins. I'm just writing it down so I remember as well. And there's some kind of a bit like if an animal was in a dustbin and it was like wanting to get out, you know, like a sort of monster in the dustbin, and it must blow the lid. And it can't, but it's going to, okay? So the lid is going to blow. There is something somebody wanted not to say, but I feel like it's going to be said, because we have the Emperor. So this could be about divine masculine, and we'll have a look in a minute in the love reading. But it's also somebody taking charge. And somebody finally sitting in the driver's seat and saying, no, this is... They may only do that because the lid has already blown. But who cares? Because you want to know, you need to find out, and however that information gets to you, it gets to you, okay? Chariot. It may knock you in two different directions. You may feel a bit like a pinball in a machine, you know, where you've gone on so long with not knowing that you kind of got used to not knowing. And in a way, you were comfortable with not knowing. It was like, okay, I can get by with this. I can shove it under the carpet. It's all right, blah, blah, blah. But then when somebody comes along and the lid blows, it is gonna be discombobulating, but it's a loosening of something you were holding on to too tight. And I think what you were holding on to was a bit of a cover-up, and that cover is kind of blown, and it needed to be. We then have the Six of Pentacles. What you find out is actually a gift to you from the universe. Okay? I know. And the universe is neither good or bad. It just is. So the gift is revelation. The gift is that you get to find out. And I feel like what's coming to you is like the layers of an onion. So it's not all in one go. Which is good, because I don't think you could take it if it was all in one go. Let's have a look at your love life. We're using the aptly named Sarsaparilla Tarot. Let's take 3 cards. I'm going to use some more of those. 3 cards for your love life. Just going to write that down. Okay. What do we need to know, please, for Virgo love? That one. Don't mind that one at all. Okay, how are you at manifesting, Virgo? I know. Manifesting is going to be big, and I'm going to say mid-September would be a great time to do that. You've got that new moon solar eclipse. New moons anyway are a good time for anyone to be manifesting what they want and planting the seeds of what they want to happen. Because it's a new moon eclipse, it makes it 10 times more powerful, and it's in your sign, which makes it, I don't know, it just feels really good for you. I like that you got that too. Yes. Okay. So the Star, the card of manifestation, the card of wishing, but not wishing and hoping in a kind of, if I wish hard enough, this could happen. It's not that. It's more of a, I know that I've got this. I know that things are discombobulated. I know the lid has blown off. I know that the lid needed to blow off. And now I feel curious about what's going to happen next. I'm ready to have some daydreams. Okay, think of it like that. So, however you do your manifesting, vision board, journaling, drawing it, imagining it, living in the end, go and find out some info on manifesting off YouTube. There's tons of people doing it. And don't focus on the things you're worried about. Focus on the end in itself that you want, and make sure that you feel it, Virgo, because you've got a gift this month for turning, what do they call it? Muck into diamonds, or whatever they call it. For turning what may seem like something quite difficult, because it's a truth and it's a revelation, and it's a dirty shopping cart coming up from the river, but it's also, and I'm getting channeled like the key, it does set you free in lots of ways. And it also frees up something which I think is very, very important. And it's this, because we get the Six of Pentacles again. Do you remember we had it up here? Six of Pent. There we are. And the Six of Pentacles, as you can see, is about receiving. And Virgos are programmed to give, programmed to serve. And to the point that it can break them. This is a turnaround during your season, and the turnaround is something is now available to come back to you, rather than you scrabbling to give to it or them or whatever it is, a relationship, a person, an energy. We've got judgment. Judgment calls things back. The universe is kind of, the service shop is closed. Virgo's service centre is closed for an unscheduled but very much deserved holiday, okay? While the universe replenishes your stocks, because something's been going on with you where you are being shortchanged. I suppose it's a little bit financial, but shortchanged, underwhelmed. So it could be that somebody has not put in enough effort into a relationship. Somebody has not communicated. Yeah, totally getting that. Oh my God. Okay, hang on. We get the Hermit. Of course, that's your card, the card for Virgo. So I'm really pleased to see that. But also, you're the Hermit, but in a good way. But somebody may have been distant from you because they didn't want to say, or for whatever reason, they've been the Hermit. And this could have been causing you quite a lot of anxiety. We've got the Nine of Swords. We've got Virgo over preparing, ruminating, wondering what's happening, analysing. Could it be this? Could it be that? All of those things, which work very well in lots of ways, but also work against you in others. So there's something here about stress and worry and preoccupation because somebody has not come forward enough, somebody has not given enough, somebody has not demonstrated enough. And then we get this glorious Knight of Cups. This is an upgrade. This is when somebody upgrades and they say, or they do, more importantly, something more significant than they were doing before. And it comes on the heels of the Two of Cups. I'm liking this. This is an upturn and an uptick, but Virgo, it is not coming out of nowhere. The reason that this is happening is because you made room for it. You made space for it. And you sent the message to the universe that it's safe to set you free. Okay? It's safe for the lid to blow. It's safe for you to know what you need to know to make a decision to move forward, because you don't have to necessarily say yes to this offer or gesture. It may have gone too far. You may decide you don't want to spend nights like that. I get it completely. You may go back into your cave, and full permission given, Virgo. But now you have a choice. Now there's oxygen where there was no breath, okay? And I'm into that for you in a very, very big way. Let's take an oracle card about that. I'm loving that. Yeah, absolutely yes. YES. First off, and take this seriously, time for a nap. Especially around the time of your new moon eclipse. Sow your seeds, then sleep on it. Okay? And then I love this. In between worlds. You're moving, and it feels very much like it. Moving from black and white, a bit like the Wizard of Oz, when they move from black and white to colour. Because the adventure is beginning. The adventure is just starting for you now, that will continue for the next 12 months. You're moving into pink flamingo with a crown territory, and we're loving that technicolor for you. This is braver. It feels more real. You feel more real, and fortune favors the brave, and the universe favors you. Okay, will it be easy? No, I don't think it will. But I don't think it's easy for any sign this month. But is it really, really important that you let go of anything that is holding you back, or anything that is keeping you tight and restrained, and that you allow the lid to blow on a situation, and that you allow the truth to find you? Yes. In the extended love reading, woohoo, I'm going to use a different deck actually. You're going to use that one and that one. I've got 2 different decks to use for your person, your connection with this person. I'm also going to look at some of the shadow side on what might be hidden and what might be going on behind the scenes, because I feel like that is quite deep. And let's get into it. So it's the first link in the description box. See you on the other side. Namaste.